Thank you for coming to my channel. Today we're gonna do homemade hamburgers. It's an easy recipe, simple, but it's delicious. Thank you for coming. Let's get started. So today we're gonna learn how to make a simple homemade hamburger. So we're gonna make some cheeseburgers today. So we got 2 pounds of ground beef that I got at the meat market. So I bought 2 pounds of ground beef. So to this ground beef, we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of Worcester sauce for flavor. So we're just gonna add it, 1/2, and we're just gonna throw it on the meat. Then we're gonna add the same thing, 1/2 of a teaspoon of garlic salt for flavor. So that's what we're gonna put on our ground beef for our hamburger. And then we're gonna add 1/2 of a teaspoon of Montreal steak seasoning. So 1/2 of a teaspoon. And we're doing this to give our hamburger some nice flavor. So we're gonna put that away. And then, of course, we're gonna add salt. We're gonna add 1/2 of a teaspoon. Actually, yeah, I think so. We're gonna add 1/2 of a cup of breadcrumbs. So we're gonna add our breadcrumbs. And this breadcrumbs, we put it to keep it together, to give it flavor and to give it a little bit of our eggs gonna go in there. And now we're gonna mix it all together. So you could pre-mix all this together so your meat could have flavor, and you could pre-make it and then put it in the refrigerator, and then when you're ready to do your hamburgers, you just take it out. Or you could just do it like I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna put it all together and mix it all together and make the hamburgers, and I'm gonna cook them right now for dinner. So this is just a simple recipe that I do for my family. I'm gonna start cooking the bacon because I'm gonna make cheeseburgers with bacon. So this is what we're gonna do. So now that we mixed it all together, give it a good mix. Now we're gonna let it sit there for a little bit while we cook our bacon so the flavors could mix together and marinate. And then we're gonna get kind of like a handful of ground beef and make the shape of our hamburger. And just remember, you want to make them a little bit bigger than what you want them, because the hamburgers are gonna melt, the fat's gonna melt, and your hamburgers are gonna get smaller. So you want to make them a little bit bigger than what the size that you need them for your buns. Always take that in consideration. So now we're gonna let them sit here while we marinate, while we cook our bacon, because we're gonna make cheeseburgers with bacon. So here we have our bacon, and we're cooking our bacon for our hamburgers with bacon. We're gonna do cheeseburgers with bacon. So our bacon is almost done. And we're gonna leave some of the grease fat from the bacon to cook our hamburgers, so we could give it a little bit more flavor to our hamburgers. So we're gonna remove some of the fat here, and then we're gonna start to cook our hamburgers. Start to cook our hamburgers. Now we're gonna cook them on each side until they're 3 minutes on each side. So the total amount of hamburgers that we're gonna get out of this 2 pounds, we're gonna make 7 hamburgers. So we just let them cook nice and beautiful for 3 minutes on each side. They should be perfectly. Smells delicious. And now we have our nice crispy bacon that we already cooked before we cooked our hamburgers to make our cheeseburgers with bacon. So here we have our hamburgers. We did 6 cheeseburgers and 1 regular hamburger. So now we're gonna add our bacon to our burgers. And this is a really nice recipe that you could, do for your family really quick. If you wanna make some homemade food. I always feel that this is better than takeout, but it's up to you, Some of us don't have the time to cook at home every day or every other day. So see, we just got maple bacon, we cooked it, and we have 2 strips per hamburger, per cheeseburger. And this one they don't like cheese, so we're just gonna put the bacon on that one. So here we have our 7 cheeseburgers that we end up getting. 7 hamburgers, I'm sorry. 1 with no cheese. And this is delicious, homemade hamburger, tastes delicious. And here they are. We're gonna put our tops on them. See? And this is our delicious homemade cheese. We're gonna taste our hamburger. See how nice and delicious it is? It smells delicious, and then we're gonna try it. Tastes delicious. It has so much flavor. Try my recipe, you won't regret it. Thank you for coming to my channel one more time. Hope you like my recipe. Delicious.